And welcome back to the Mud channel. Today we're looking back at 10 games we played so far on this channel, and hopefully some hidden gem video games you haven't seen or heard before. We'll be talking about the highs and lows of each of these games, and whether or not they are worthy of adding to your video game collection. Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo came out in 1992 and is a true classic. This was the first game of the Mario Kart series. This game features 3 different modes: Mario Kart GP, Match Race, and Battle Mode. This had 4 different cups. The Special Cup, I'm still not good enough to beat. 8 playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong Jr., Turtle Bitch, and Toad. All the classic tracks that we know and love today, from the actual track itself to the beach, desert, and snow levels. And Mode 7 graphics, whatever the hell that means. But basically, in a nutshell, the graphics are cheeks. Absolute cheeks. There's a weird parallax with the background moving. The left and right is a total blind spot the entire race. And the driving mechanics with your kart are so slippery compared to other Mario Kart games. You're going to be sliding left and right off the track at all times. This game for me is a 4 out of 10. Great to play, at least give it a shot one time. But I guarantee you're going to rage quit 100 times like myself. Cool to see where this game series started. As far as collecting this game, 100% worthy of adding to your video game collection. This is a true classic, deserves to be on your shelf. You can pick it up on eBay or your local video game store for super cheap, but you're probably going to end up going back to the Switch or the N64 as far as Mario Kart games are concerned. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Donkey Kong, get your f***ing banana out of my way. Alright, we're maximum concentration right now. Oh, I can't see shit. I get a banana in 8th place. Are you dead ass right now, dude? The successor to Super Mario Kart on the SNES is Mario Kart 64, released in 1996, and is where most of us started our racing careers. One of the greatest games in my personal opinion. I keep coming back to it. It's an all-time great, absolutely necessary in anybody's collection. You can get it super cheap these days, and it just has unlimited replayability to it. From the 4 game modes of Grand Prix, Time Trial, Versus, and Battle, be able to play against 3 other people finally for the first time ever, especially whether you're battling them in the Grand Prix or you're taking each other out in the battle mode, which is the best battle mode still to this day in my opinion. With the 4 levels: Block Fort, Skyscraper, Big Donut, and Double Deck, with Block Fort being the all-time GOAT of battle stages by far. I'll die on that hill. It is the best level for battle mode still to this day. You have your 8 playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Bowser, Wario, and Donkey Kong. Most people are going to pick either Yoshi or Peach as far as speed goes. Now with the GP, you have 4 different cups: the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, Star Cup, and Special Cup. So many classic, great levels, great level design, even for some of the levels I hate, like Banshee Boardwalk, Sherbert Island, and Frappe Snowland. All these levels are such peak Mario Kart levels that a lot of levels these days are built around. They really perfected in this game. My personal favorite for a lot of us is Special Cup, because you have DK's Jungle Parkway, Yoshi Valley, and the all-time great Rainbow Road. This is the best Rainbow Road in my personal opinion still to this day. Oh, and you can't forget the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is just phenomenal. Okay. It's ingrained in a lot of our heads even still to this day. So perfect. Right, just cherry on top. And let's talk about the greatest thing I like about this game is the handling. This is the crispiest, tightest controls you have for any of the Mario Karts, even for the Switch. The responsiveness of the stick, like it or not, N64 controller to the side, the response and controls of this game are very tight, very maneuverable, very intuitive controls. In my personal opinion, this is a solid 9 out of 10. I keep coming back to this game. It will never get old, especially once you get sick and tired of just racing. The battle mode will never become boring. It is so much fun, especially with 3 other players against you. This game is a must to your video game collection. along with some other Hall of Fames like Diddy Kong Racing and Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Some great classic racing games on the N64. I can't get her. No, no! Oh no! Right after Mario Kart 64, I decided to dive deep into Mario Kart Wii as my next Mario Kart game in the series. Oh, real original. I wonder how long it took him to come up with that name. Now, I've never played too much of this game, a little here and there, but apparently it's the second best selling Mario Kart after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This came out in 2008. It's the sixth one in the series, and I'm very surprised. This is one of the best Mario Karts to date. Under Mario Kart 64, just a classic for me, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with just the vast amount of characters and maps. But this game right here, this was surprisingly so fun. I had a great time with this game, minus one thing: the controls. The trigger in A is not gas? Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! How do you turn? Yeah, the controls weren't just with the normal joystick. You had to use the Wii Remote's motion controls to actually steer in this game, which was absolutely insane for me. I couldn't figure it out for a hot second. Something I didn't realize until after finishing this game is that you can use 4 different types of controls with this game. So the Wii Remote, the remote with the nunchuck attachment, the classic controller, and the GameCube controller, which I totally could have used with my Waybird. It would have been so sweet. Definitely something I'll use next time. Now this game, just like the rest of the games, they have their Grand Prix, time trials, versus, and battle modes. This game features 24 characters from the series, from your regular Mario, Luigi, and Peach, to really, really cool characters like Funky Kong, Dry Bowser, and Waluigi, which is my favorite and my personal choice for this game. There's just a vast amount of different tracks and cups to choose from. 8 different cups, 32 tracks in total. 16 of those are absolutely brand new tracks too, and they're very well designed. The graphics look amazing in this game, so cherry on top of that. Along with the soundtrack like usual, they just really outdid themselves on this game, surprisingly, for a Wii game too. Another cool thing is that you just don't have your normal kart. You can also pick from 36 different types of vehicles, either a kart or a bike. And there's just so many vehicles to choose from. There's 36 types of vehicles you can unlock in Mario Kart Wii. It's just so cool to see the amount of variety they give you as a player in this game. There's so many different choices you can choose from every single character and the type of vehicle that they can ride in. Still to this day, even after playing it for the first time, really, earlier last year, I love this game. It gets a solid 8.5 for me. I could play this over and over again. Definitely gonna use my Waybird next time, and it's just great amount of variety with this game. Being able to play as Waluigi is super cool. The amount of tracks and the graphics especially just make this chef's kiss. A great pick. Definitely add this to your collection. If you've never played this, if you only played the Switch or on the N64, definitely pick this up. Great game for your collection. Oh, you're a piece of... Oh my god, you piece of... Oh my god, you piece of... You're a piece of... If there is a game that had so much hype about it, it was this game right here, Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube. This was the second best-selling GameCube of all time, right behind, drumroll, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Surprise, surprise. The hype about this game revolved around being able to use 2 characters per kart. Now this Mario Kart had the same old regular game modes, Grand Prix, Time Trial, Versus, and Battle. Something I didn't get to was that there were 5 cups total with this game. There was the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, the Star Cup, the Special Cup when you beat the 100cc Star Cup, and then the 5th cup, which is called the All Cup Tour, after completion of all 4 previous cups. I initially thought that this game only had 3 cups, and I was super irritated. I was like, there's no way they made a game on the GameCube that had 12 levels. But something I got to go back into and complete all 5 cups. I did try out the battle mode. Honestly, with the inclusion of Bloom Battle, Shine Thief, and Bomb Blast, I wasn't too thrilled about it. You know, it was so-so. It was alright. It's alright. But really, all I was excited about was the GP. The thing I really liked about this game that I thought was a really good idea is that they have special items. And as far as the vehicles go, there's a whole bunch of different types of vehicles with the light, medium, heavies. From your Go-Go Buggy to your DK Jumbo, Koopa King, the Wario Car. Variety is always great with these games. Now, for being a GameCube game, I thought with all these different cups, the level design was pretty good. I thought the Daisy Cruiser ship was an awesome level. Definitely one of my favorites. As well as your regular DK Mountain, Sherbet Island, and your circuit track. The biggest thing for me with this game is the driving. I thought the type of drifting that they adapted to this game was far different than any other Mario game I've played before. Oh, snap! What the heck? It has like it's a front wheel drive car. The drifting and steering felt way off for me. The controls did not feel crispy and tight and very dialed in. I definitely struggle with this controls, even compared to Mario Kart Wii. Even with the motion controls, I felt that the Wii did a better job as far as steering and driving and overall control of the kart compared to the GameCube with Mario Kart Double Dash. The cool thing about this game is that with the special edition version, it included a bonus disc with playable demos, video trailers, and bonus content for Fire Emblem, as well as F-Zero, which was super cool. First time I tried some of those games, which I do have, and I'm looking forward to playing those. All in all, I give this game a 5 out of 10. Something I might try later, but I think it's a lot more fun if you do have a second player with you that can control the character in the back of the cart. Hey, but you never know. Maybe this game will grow on me. Maybe I'll try this way down the road, though. Ah! Are you shit? Oh my god! Eat it, nerd! We need to do some major catching up. Tell you what. I mean, come on. Is there really anything I need to say about this game right here? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being the best-selling Nintendo Switch game at 67.35 million. At least that's what Wikipedia says. It's probably even more now. Especially with this Switch 2 coming, and apparently there's a successor to this one. Mario Kart 9 or something like that? Or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I mean, just characters alone, there's 48 playable characters with this game. And then to include the original courses plus the booster courses, you have 24 different cups with 4 courses per cup. As I'm seeing it right now, there's 96 total courses in this stinking game. That's crazy. The courses from all the games prior to this, so Super Mario Kart, the DS, the Wii, N64, you name it. It's insane. This game is unbelievable. All in all, this is what everyone expected out of a current Mario Kart, with the sheer amount of tracks and characters, let alone the graphics are amazing in this game. Like Mario Kart Wii is pretty dang good looking, and this is just even better, just more dialed in. The music's great like always, with the vehicle customization with the bikes and carts to your wheels and base vehicle, and now you have gliders. The ability they added with the anti-gravity as well as the kite mechanics is just like they just keep thinking of things that make the gameplay better. That's the key thing. It's not a whole lot of extra fluff that just downgrades the game and your experience. Just everyone's expectations for this game were far exceeded with all this extra DLC content that kept coming out. The ability to play online and play against other people around the world is so awesome. there's not much more to be said. This is a solid 9.5 out of 10. I'm kind of just leaving it that special 10 for the future Mario Karts. You can't score everything at 10, you know. If you for some reason have been living under a rock and have not purchased this game, with all the rest of the video games out there, and you have a Switch, you need to buy this game. This is, if there's one game you buy for the Nintendo Switch, it is this game alone. There's unlimited possibilities with this game. You'll never ever get bored of it. There's too much almost content to be able to play all of it. A great game to add to your collection. A definite must-have. Please! Ah! Oh! Oh! Come on, man! Oh, totally pressed the trigger. Whoa. What happened to her face? It kind of looks like that one TV show Reboot. Yes, what the hell happened to her face and this game? Great show, terrible game. This game is a complete dumpster fire from the get-go. The initial intro tells you everything you need to know about this game. Jet Moto 3 was released in 1999 and was the final entry in the Jet Moto series. Thank God that they ended at this game, because this went straight downhill. From the two previous entries of Jet Moto 1 and 2, the feel of the Jet Moto itself is very heavy, and compared to this game, they decided to scrap all the weight, the feel, and the driving mechanics of this game, throw it out the window, and restart from square one. And this game drives terribly. The mechanics in this game are completely different. This was a new developer, and they did a terrible job of this game. I never played it before. I thought I did, but you could tell that all the fan service, which is the only, let's be honest, this is the only reason why you're playing this game as a kid, is, you know, the fan service with this game. 1 and 2 did an amazing job, especially with the artwork. Like, dude, come on, that's some true passion in this game. It comes through with those first two games. With this one, I don't know, it's some DI, I don't know what it is. This is crap. Terrible visuals, terrible gameplay. All in all, a terrible game. I give this game a 1 out of 10. Give it a shot. Try it out for yourself. See if you even can get past the intro. But damn, this game is garbage. Do not add it to your collection. Honestly, the first two games are just classic hallmark of PS1 itself and deserve to be in your collection. This one here, on the other hand, does not need to be anywhere but the trash. Thank you. Could they get this soundtrack off Fiverr? Would you back off? Would you go through the hole? All right, well, that's Jet Moto 3. Wow. Garbage. When you think of great racing games on the PS1, a few come to mind, like Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, and then you have these hallmark games like Jet Moto 1 and 2. Amazing games, including Sloodstorm, which I'll play and review sometime later. These were just awesome racing games, amazing soundtrack, amazing visuals, and amazing visuals. Like, everyone as a kid only played these games for one thing: the fan service. The art design, the visuals that they implemented into these two games with the amazing soundtrack. Like, you play the first game, the first 1 minute of racing, it's gonna hit you like a brick wall. The game is very difficult. It makes the replayability very good because nothing is totally handed to you. You feel the heavy weight of the hovercraft bikes, and the ability to turn with these super tight turns, and the ability to lean into the turns and really get good at these two games. They really mastered the aspect of the gameplay itself. Honestly, there's not a whole much to say. You'll see it when you first try the first level on Jet Moto 1, and then Jet Moto 2. If you have not played it, I highly suggest you get that game as well. They did another fantastic job with, again, fan service, the soundtrack, the gameplay. It's all great. I'm combining both of these two into one review because they're so well done and so similar in aspect of everything that they did well with these games. I'm giving these games a solid 7.9 out of 10. I keep coming back to these games after all these years. Pick up these two games. They are a must in anyone's PS1 collection or any retro game collection. Oh my gosh. Now I really remember why I like this game. Let's go, baby! Come on! Oh, what a classic snowboarding game, man. 1080 for the N64 really set the standard, even back in the day. Coming out with a big hype with snowboarding back in 1998. For the lack of graphics it had with the character design, the snowboarding physics, especially on the ice and then the powder, you could actually feel the passion they put into the game physics in this game. Different gameplay modes from match race, time attack, trick attack, contest, and 2-player mode to play with a friend. You have both a great character selection. My go-to always is Dion Blaster. He just has the max speed, you know. A great board selection. This game had a lot to offer, including one of the most memorable thing about this game is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. Just take a listen. Great soundtracks with this game, including just during the normal runs themselves, will immediately bring you back to playing on your N64 with your friends. The level designs are great. The courses are super long. The enemy AI is pretty dang good, man. I had a lot of difficulty playing this game again after all these years. You really get your money's worth with this. Also, I forgot that there was damage in this game, and having too much damage ends your run. With these huge levels, you get some amazing background visuals and huge jumps. And if you're good enough, you make it to the last round with your clone, which I still couldn't beat playing again today. It was so difficult to beat this guy. The thing that gets overlooked with a lot of these retro games and collecting is you forget that in the original Nintendo Power magazines and all the video games magazines back in the day, that they sold a bunch of merch for each of these games. And with 1080 snowboarding, I have a physical 1080 snowboard, a Lamar SE 151. It is so cool. It's one of my most prized possessions of my collection still to this day. It is so awesome to have an actual physical snowboard from this video game. Even though it's used, I'm definitely gonna give it a try down the slopes one of these days and test her out, you know? I give 1080 Snowboard a solid 7.4. Amazing game for N64. Such a great time, especially with a friend. Definitely add this game to your collection. It's a real gem. Ayami Yamanami. Oh my god, I can't see shit. The brightness is a thing. I can't see. Damn it. Alright, fine. If this makes me
Dion Blaster versus.
Oh my god. I remember this. The year is 1996. And I finally got my first N64 and played Super Mario 64 for the first time. This game is a revolutionized classic right here. The first 3D for Mario games. A giant collectathon. And the goal of eventually getting 120 stars, but you could finish the game with 70. Each of these worlds were so big, with each of its own bosses. And the soundtrack to this game is... all the mechanics as far as movement goes, they just absolutely nailed. Even with the controversial N64 controller, let's put that to the side. The movement was crispy, from backflips, side flips, crawling, jumping off walls. Everything was so perfect. The swimming in this game was elite. It's some great swimming. I normally hate swimming levels. I think everyone does, but the swim in this level was pretty spot on. So many different types of game mechanics, like being able to use the owl to fly around or use the cannons to get around the levels as well. be able to find like certain secret areas, like looking up, you know, in the main part of the castle to get to the flying level. I don't know how long that took me, but I remember it taking me several months and looking up on the internet. Having the variety of different little mini challenges, whether you're racing a penguin or the Koopa up the mountain or grabbing the little penguin, it's just so creative. All the different things and little things they added to this game. All the different types of levels, from ice to desert to a lava level, water levels, where normally people hate those types of levels, especially me. Boo's Haunted Mansion. I mean, they really thought of everything with this game. Now, if there's one critique point, and I've said it once and I'll say it about 1,000 times more, the camera system in this game sucks big cheeks. From what I remember before replaying this game, I forgot how bad it actually was. Everything as far as trying to look around corners to see where you're actually going, and more of a nuisance than anything in this entire game. It was incredibly annoying. Hey, face, get above the ground. Thanks. Do not change the camera angle on me at the last second, you sucking bitch. Camera guy, off. Camera guy, ass camera. Also, that bunny. That took me way too long to get that. The Bowser boss levels were great. There's not a whole lot more to say. It's a favorite game for many people. It is a true classic, definitely a game you gotta have in your collection. I give this game a solid 8.5. It is such a great game to constantly replay. It has a lot of replay value out of it. I've beaten it fully one time with 120, beat it several more times with just 70 stars, and it's just a game I just keep coming back and back to. This speedrun is not going well. Oh! Uh-oh. No! My N64 cartridge! No!